Welcome to Stay Paid Real Estate Marketing. Unlock the secrets of success in the real estate world, where each episode delivers valuable tips and strategies to elevate your marketing game and help you succeed in both life and business. Brought to you by Reminder Media.
Welcome to Stay Paid. My name is Joshua Stike.
And I'm Luke Akery.
And according to a study by the University of Scranton, 80% of people fail their New Year's resolutions by February. So here we are.
Did Michael Scott contribute to that?
He was
University of Scranton.
Helpful in that study. He didn't stick to his goals very well. But look, it's the first week of January, or maybe the second week. I'm not sure when this one comes out, Ethan, but it's the first or second week of January.
We're already dazed and confused. It's 2024.
And, normally we'll talk about like how to set goals and sort of how to go through and for your business or for your personal, what you want to achieve in your personal life. But look, we want to talk about, you're in the new year. Hopefully, you should have already set your goals, should have already went through that process, go through your SMART goals, set measurable results, right?
If you haven't set your goals, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
Yeah,
no,
correct.
What we're going to talk about is, here's some things to help keep you motivated and actually stick to your goals this year.
We didn't write this down, but I will open up with this, and I forget who said it, so I'm stealing from them, but I thought it was really powerful that your goals should be like oxygen. Mm-hmm. And the whole point there is that if you couldn't breathe right now, you would do whatever it takes to breathe again. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't care who you had to push. You wouldn't care how silly
stupid you look.
Yeah, you would just do whatever you could to breathe again, because that's how essential oxygen is to everything. Your goal needs to be that way, where if it doesn't wake you up in the morning to get out of bed, what are you doing? What type of goal are you setting? Sometimes you have to set goals that just motivate you enough to where you don't even need the alarm clock.
Yeah, great analogy. Number one on our list is make sure you are getting an accountability partner. So this is someone that you can bring along your journey and do regular check-ins with, and set expectations with your accountability partner.
Yes.
Make sure that they know what they can do in terms of yelling at you or checking in with you. Make sure that you kind of understand where you might fall down or be weak, and make sure that you find someone that can actually come alongside of you and help keep you accountable to your goals.
Yeah, there's power in vulnerability. So there's power in allowing someone in to literally know where your weaknesses are and what you need to accomplish. And I think most people don't get an accountability partner is because they're too fearful of what that person's going to think of their failure. Yeah. Instead of realizing that's the whole point. That's the whole point. The whole point is for the accountability partner to see your failure and to call you out on that BS and to tell you that you're doing it wrong. You got to go the right way. And they might not even be better than you in essence. The accountability partner doesn't have to be somebody that's maybe further down the road. If you set a weight loss goal, the accountability partner could be another person that has a weight loss goal, right? But they're just willing to actually call you out. Do not find a weak accountability partner, because that would never help you.
And if it works for you, you can use, if you don't have someone that you feel comfortable, I feel like you should push yourself outside of that comfort zone. But, I've seen people do it on social media also, where they'll post a goal at the beginning of the year and then they'll regularly update on it. And it's that's another sort of social accountability. Now, I don't think that that's anywhere near as powerful. So I would not say
here's one for you.
Yeah.
Put some money out there.
Ooh.
So if you have a weight loss goal,
Ethan,
if you want to lose weight, tell Josh and I what weight you'll have. And if you don't have it by that time, you owe us $1,000. Now that might hurt a little too much.
That just
right.
You caught him off guard there.
He gasped for air. But you know what I mean? I bet one time $1,000 that I would have a 6-pack. Yeah. To a couple guys. And I'm telling you, that worked, because I didn't want. It was giving the $1,000 to charity, because I wasn't going to give it to them.
That's cool.
But giving it to charity. But it could be anything. But I'm telling you, when you put money in, this is the power of coaching. Mm-hmm. If you hire a coach, hiring a coach and paying money for a coach adds a level of accountability of just a free person. So put some money out there, bet it, put it towards your charity, give it to somebody else. Basically, they'll be rooting for you not to make it.
Let's have it on record. Yeah. I think I want to hit 170.
170
by February.
170 by February. Dang, dude, let's go.
I think I can do it.
I love that.
Yeah, okay.
On the podcast, you heard it here first.
You heard it here. Okay, but that's a great one, is put money out there. Put some pain that you want to avoid.
Number 2 is going to be make sure that you've got a dashboard to track your results. So some sort of visibility into what your results are, because like they said, what you can't or what you measure, what you don't measure, you can't improve. So make sure that you are creating a visual or a notebook or a document or something that gives you the ability. I know with 75 Hard, you have to take a picture of yourself every day.
Yep.
There's nothing more motivating than scrolling through your phone
or demotivating
and seeing those pictures with your shirt off and going like, okay, I got to keep going. But make sure that you're creating some sort of accountability within yourself by tracking those results.
Yeah. So it's life-changing.
Yeah.
When you start tracking every single day the goal that you're trying to achieve. And I've said it before on this show, but I'll say it again. It's like, who's going to hit their goal? The person who sets it one time and never looks at it again, or the person who looks at their goal 365 days a year? That's the person who's going to win. Why? Because it is human psychology. What you think about, you act upon. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you actually zone in and focus every single day on tracking your results, you have so much more opportunity to hit that goal. I think they even did a study, I forget who did it, on weight loss. And those who actually hit the scale every single day have more success in losing the pounds than those who don't.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Number 3, I love this one. This is really kind of this idea of your input should be greater than your output. So the amount of energy that you're putting towards your goal and actually achieving it, you need to actually be putting more in. So consuming more, whether that's content or that's feeding your body, spirit, mind,
Yep.
you know, if you want to go into that. But this idea of you need to be filling and filling up your own bank account so that you can make those deposits on those tough days.
Yes. You will have a moment of weakness when you get tired and beat down. This is why, like,
I just don't want to get up.
Yeah, exactly. It's normally when you get to a point where you're tired. Like an example might be you set a goal to work out, because I've literally lived this, and you go to an Eagles game. That's a Sunday night game, and it's 8 o'clock, and the game doesn't end till midnight. And now you have to get up at 4:15 in the morning the next morning and get to the gym.
Yeah.
And that is a moment of weakness when that alarm clock goes off, because you know what your brain does? Your brain is the best salesman in the world. Don't tell me you can't sell. Everybody can sell at 4:15 in the morning when their alarm goes off.
Yeah.
Your brain starts telling you, Luke, it's unhealthy for you not to get your hours of sleep. And that moment of weakness, you can give in. But if your input is correct, so if your input's correct, so you talk about content, that's one form of input. Who you let in your life, that's one form of input. But it's also cutting off things. Like if you're committed to your goal, be very conscious of what you're giving your time and your energy to. I chose to give my time to that Eagles game at 8 o'clock at night and chose to go till midnight, and I didn't have to do that. So I allowed that input to happen to me to affect what my goal is. So most people are very reactive and not proactive, and they don't plan out their week, right? And you look at this and give an example of like bodybuilders. What do? On Sundays, a lot of times they pack all of their meals.
Yeah.
Right? Because they know I have to be proactive, because if I allow myself in the reactive, when I'm hungry, I'm going to give in and go get a pizza, right? Yeah. But if I've packed my meals beforehand, and so the input that you take in and how you prepare is really the point here, is that you will fail your goals. What'd you say, 80% fail by February?
Yep.
You will fail.
According to Michael Scott.
If you are not proactive in the input that you're allowing, in the schedule that you're allowing, you will fail.
You mentioned bad days. It reminded me of a story that I heard recently. I don't know if I saw it on social media, if someone was telling it to me, but basically like it was a parenting advice where their kid wanted to quit playing a sport. I think it was soccer. And they said, you can quit, if you want, but you can't quit today because you had a bad day today. So if you want to stop playing soccer, that's okay. I'm not going to force you to, but you can't quit today.
I love that.
Wait until you have a good day. And then if you choose to quit when it's a good day, then you're not making a reactive decision based on one single day. And I think that's similar with your goals. It's, hey, you have those bad days, push through. And if you still decide that you don't want to lose that weight after a good day, well, then you can stop trying to go down this weight loss program. But don't do it on a bad day.
That is so incredible. Love that.
Number 4 is going to be to make sure to reward yourself for your progress. So if you're making progress in your goals, kind of using the carrot instead of the stick there, give yourself little rewards to help kind of incentivize yourself.
This helps you overcome the weakness moments. This helps you overcome that you're going to face those points of adversity and weakness. If you're always in the desert, if you're just a martyr and you never have a good moment, then you definitely will end up quitting.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself small wins, right? And as you build, it's stacking wins is what it is. As you build upon those small wins, right, it allows you to keep going and inspires you for that next level. And this is why it's so critical to get people around you, because a lot of times you can give yourself those small rewards, but other people can also give them to you. So if you have a great accountability partner, not only are they going to hold you accountable and call you out on BS, but they're also going to compliment you when you've done the small wins, right? And so giving yourself reward is an incredible tactic to be able to help you achieve, right? So that could be something small, going to a restaurant you want to go to, but you don't go there till you hit X, right? Planning a quarterly getaway, but you don't do the quarterly getaway until you hit Y. Could be something in sales like this. You don't go home until you get to appointments, right? It's those things. But hey, now that's a crazy win. You're giving yourself the ability to actually go home. But it can be stacking those small wins. I mean, it could be as simple as making your bed in the morning.
3 days later, he still hasn't left.
It's a small win. Yeah.
There you go. There's 4 tips. Hopefully that helps you keep your goals in 2024. We would love to hear what your goals are as well. So if you check us out on YouTube, over at youtube.com/remindermedia, check out this video. Just let us know what your goals are. Post them there in the comment. We can be your accountability partners. We're going to be Ethan's accountability partner.
You will, yeah.
You better be 170.
We can be yours also.
You better be 170, my man.
I guess by the time this comes out next month, I will be 170.
Yes. If not, we're doing a video of us flogging you.
Thank you so much for listening. You can go to staypaidpodcast.com for the show notes and the video of this episode. And if you like this episode and want to show your support, head on over to Apple Podcasts, drop us a 5-star review along with a comment. We'll read it here on the show. And the best way to support the show is to simply share this episode with somebody that you know. All right. Why did the Scarecrow... I might have used this one before, but I still like it. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Speaking of rewarding yourself, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. He was just simply standing there.
That is a pretty good one.
That's a good one. I like that one. If you want to get a hold of me or Luke, you can email us at podcast@remindermedia.com, and you can follow us on social media. We are at Stay Paid Podcast. For this episode of Stay Paid, I'm Joshua Stike.
Guys, I'm Luke Acree. I mean, you heard it here. 80% fail by February. So I know you want to be in the top 20% of income. I know you want to have a top 20% life, right? Well, you just heard that 80% of people can't even stick to the goal they set. You want to know the practicality of being in the top 20% in the world? Stick to the goals you set, right? Implement one of these strategies today. I think the best one is an accountability partner. I don't believe we were meant to go through life alone. We are social people, so you need people that can hold you accountable and cheer you on. Get an accountability partner this year, even if it's for the first quarter. Remember, the difference between top producers and mediocre producers in every business is top producers take action. Take action on that today.